What's going on, world? It's the KayFabeyBaby NRW Ring Generals Podcast. Your boy KP, my man Webster Style. I know, before y'all even say it, we really got pinned to the mat hard last time because it's been about probably about 2 or 3 weeks we've been off, bro. I can't remember. The last episode showed Crown Jewel. And I know there's been a lot of wrestling since then. I know we had an AEW Full Gear, but
yes.
Hey, we've been busy. That's all I'll say. Me and Webster, we've been busy. Our man Sean was off to Japan for some much needed vacation. He's still recovering, so when he gets back, we'll holla. But yeah, we've been giving you content. If you're on the NRW, you see the content we've been laying down. So yeah, man, we'll be getting to some wrestling in 2020, 25. We'll be doing it a little bit more. So I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. We got, wrestlers need off sometimes, just like our girl Jade Cargill needed some off time, and unfortunately that's happening. And yeah, so it's just we've been caught up, but we're gonna give you some Survivor Series picks, as you can see from the background. War Games is going down in Canada, and my man Webster Style, we about to talk about that real quick, and then hopefully maybe we'll give you one more. We'll have one more episode before the end of the year to talk about what went down and where things are going in wrestling as we lead into 2025. So anything real quick before we dive into these picks, sir?
No, man, let's jump right into it. There's a lot going on that we can stay here forever talking about all the stuff we missed, but let's just kind of go into what's right in front of us.
Let's go. All right, Survivor Series War Games is coming to Vancouver, as you see, November 30th. It's Thanksgiving week as of this recording. It's happening this weekend. So we're going to give you our thoughts that hopefully you'll be watching this with friends and family. And we'll come back, as I said, later with the results and where we're headed to for the rest of the year in wrestling. So let's kick it off, man. We have the United States Championship, Webster Style. Your favorite. I'm kind of over it a little bit. I don't know. I know you've been a fan since the Eli Drake days. L.A. Knight, our current champion, versus Shinsuke Nakamura, back again. I'm with Shinsuke, obviously, because like I said, I'm a little bit over it. But I know he still got some heat. Do you still have the heat for L.A. Knight, Webster Style? Who you got?
My issue is this feud is too quick, so that's why I don't think Shinsuke will win.
I agree with you there.
I think that they've been having a good program between him, Andrade, and God, I can't remember his name at the moment. But those three in that sort of program has been really good going on. And for Shinsuke, and again, I love Shinsuke Nakamura. He's just been kind of thrown into the mix with no real rhyme or reason or story. I feel like this is what I feel. I feel like this whole thing is going to culminate into a fatal four-way for the U.S. title between all four of those men. And I think that's when LA Knight is going to lose it. That's my opinion. Because I think with what they've been doing with Carmelo and Andrade, and sort of surrounding that U.S. title picture, and then they're bringing back Shinsuke. I think that would be an amazing four-way match, fatal four-way match, and that would be, that could be something. Well, even though it's SmackDown, that could be something for that first Raw, but that's a pay-per-view match. You know what? I don't think we even need to say pay-per-view matches anymore with some of the matches we've been getting on SmackDown and Raw.
We're going into Netflix and all that.
But I think that's the way it should happen. And I think it, and then you can build a feud out with, whomever from that away from the title. And then maybe you turn him heel and then you have a real heel character to go up against Cody. Not saying Kevin isn't, but that gray area is with Kevin and the Cody storyline, but we'll get to that as well. But I'm still going LNA. I feel like it's too soon, unless somebody cost him the title, which I don't see happening. Yeah, I think it's going to be shenanigans, but I don't think it's going to cost him the title. I think that's going to. in my mind, I think that will precipitate into a fatal four-way between the four of them, and that's when he loses the belt. Because I don't see him losing it to Shinsuke this quickly. Feud just started. Let's have some build up to the feud before, if Shinsuke does take it off of him, for it to actually happen. I keep going back to um, the feud between him and Samoa Joe for the NXT title. That was some great feuding. They
Yeah.
built it up, and it was back and forth, back and forth. I love that, and I think Shinsuke is just one of those like talents that is really good at storytelling when you allow him to tell a story.
You know what? You brought me over to your side of the table, my friend. Yeah, I like that, and you're so right. It is kind of quick. Because I don't want to see Shinsuke lose when you brought him back, only to have him lose. So I think shenanigans have to take place, which will have LA Knight retain. But I love this four-way match that you're having with Carmelo, Andrade,
That would be a
LA, and Shinsuke. All amazing performers.
that
So
could
I
be a
definitely would
classic
love
right
to see that. That would
there.
be cool. I'm down for that
Oh,
matchup.
imagine a four-way fatal four-way ladder match.
Ooh, you're tantalizing me, bro. You're
That would be
tantalizing
amazing.
me.
That would be amazing. That would be amazing.
All right, so it's a draw with us two on that one. I'm going Shinsuke, you're going LA Knight, but I could see how that can end up and where it could go. I love that prediction by my man Webster Style. Let's head over to the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Speaking of four ways matches, we're going to go this way into a triple threat match. For the WWE Intercontinental Championship. We got current champion Braun Breaker versus Sheamus versus Ludwig Kaiser. Who do you got, Webster Style?
I'm going Sheamus because doesn't he still need that to be a Grand Slam champion?
Ooh, you know what? I think I recall that being said not
Yeah,
too long ago. They had him on the shelf for a little bit, but yeah, you're going Sheamus to get him that to
yeah,
that point,
and
huh?
yeah, and also it doesn't diminish either one of those opponents for him to win. And I think that was sort of stipulation, what, 2 years ago when it was Sheamus and Gunther and Drew for the Intercontinental title. Like that's the last title that he needs to win to be a Grand Slam champion. I
Yeah.
think that it's again, Sheamus having the title is fine. Also, this is one of the good things about the whole Braun Breaker Jimmy Uso thing. They've established short title reigns now, and I don't
True.
think that if you tell a good story, much like we talk about with the Attitude Era, people had shorter title reigns, but it played into the story, so people weren't upset. I
Yeah.
think now because we're getting somewhat back to that, it's all about the story, and I think you can tell a good story, have Braun Breaker lose a title, have him go other places, even feud with Luke Kaiser. And I think that would be good for elevating him. Or even, I don't know when Ilya Dragunov's coming back. Hopefully he's coming back soon. Reinsert him to that feud. Have Sheamus maybe put over some other up and comers in a continental title. I mean, I see. I see Sheamus, and I think there could be a good story. Because let's be frank, Sheamus ain't got that much longer.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these cats are been around for a long time. They're older and in great shape. Sheamus had the issue with his neck, so I know that like he ain't got that many more years in the ring
Yeah.
left. So yeah, put him on him, give him that Grand Slam. And honestly, Sheamus has done a lot for the company.
Agreed. Agreed. All right. So for me, for all the reasons you said, um, my heart wants Sheamus to win. And I like the short title reigns, all of that. But if I'm a betting man and if I'm in Las Vegas, because of just we know how sometimes these corporate things will play out, I think that Braun will retain because of all the other reasons and him being the next kind of generation superstar. My money's on him to retain, but my heart is with you. And for a short title reign to change things up for the industry and for Sheamus to kind of get that title because he deserves it. And for him, slowly kind of transitioning to retirement, it would love to be good with him. So let's head over to the women's war games match, Webster style. We have the team of Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Naomi, Io Sky, Bailey versus the Judgment Day of Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, and the poisoned pixie Candice LeRae. Who do you have winning this one, sir?
I don't know because
storyline
We still got to
wise.
figure out who's replacing Jade. Like
Exactly.
I have no idea who they can
Well,
pull
no,
out of
Jade
there
isn't even in
behind
the mix.
to replace Jade.
Well, Jade's not
Wait a
competing in
minute.
this match.
She was supposed to win. So who replaced her?
It's Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Naomi,
Uh-huh.
Io
Uh-huh.
Sky, and Bailey. So basically, you have the three,
Bailey replaced her.
the
Okay,
damage
Bailey
control.
replaced
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. I don't know how I feel about this match. Io's gonna show out. That's what she do.
Oh, yeah. Anytime a War Games
she
match, I
she
love
gonna show
Io
out.
in the War
Look,
Games. She's getting into
I
a
don't.
trash can. She's coming
Yeah,
off the top of
exactly. Exactly.
the thing. She show out.
I don't know.
All right, my man Webster Style has a little bit of a lag in
And let
his
me tell you why.
come up. Here he comes. Here he is. Go ahead, Webster Style. You had a little bit of a lag, but you're coming back.
Okay. All right. Sorry. Yeah. Say I had a connection. Yeah. My whole thing with this is going to be how Nia Jax performs in this
Ooh,
match. That is
okay.
my biggest question mark. Uh, um, I want to see how her style really plays out in this War Games match because I think everybody else has been, Bailey hasn't, but Io has. I feel like Candice LeRae has been in a War Games match, been in NXT, I think.
I think so.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm giving it to Team Rhea because
Okay,
it's Rhea.
I'm with you.
But it's going to be interesting. I want to see how they work the match.
I'm with you. I'm excited for this one. Y'all know I love women's wrestling, so this is going to be definitely the top of my list for Survivor Series War Games, and I'm Team Rhea all the way. All right, so it's a definite pick from the NRW for Team Rhea for Survivor Series War Games. Let's head over, Webster Style, to the World Heavyweight Championship. Gunther, our current champion, against Damian Priest, the Archer of Infamy. What do you think is going down? They've been kind of saying, "Hey, he's weak, in a lot of this lead up about Gunther. Do you think it's gonna actually go down and they're gonna give it back to Damian Priest?
Dude, I think the was best for business to put it back on Damian Priest. I think the Gunther experiment has not panned out the way they have thought it was. Again, I still love Gunther, but he's not wrong. There is something lacking from his aura
Yeah,
with him having that belt.
it's boring.
Yeah, it is. It really is in the way they've been booking him. So I think they need to have him go back to the lab, find a good story for him to excel, and then bring him back. Like seriously, Gunther doesn't need a title. Honestly, I think them dismantling Imperium was a start. And I know they want to really push Ludwig Kaiser, but I don't know that group together, even Giovanni Vinci and how they just jobbed him out, really
Yeah,
helped. That really elevated Gunther.
yeah,
Dismantling it and have him in his own again. I'm not saying Gunther's bad. I'm just saying what they've done. It hasn't translated as successfully, in my opinion, with him being on his own.
agreed.
So I'm going with what is it? What do you call him? Puerto Rican Scott Hall, whatever what they call him. I'm going with Damien. I think with Damien putting the title back on him is good. He was just really finding himself and connecting when he lost the belt.
Yeah,
And I think he's even more popular now, in my opinion. So I think that's the best bet. Even to, again, we go back having, a feud with Gunther. Gunther being in the chasing position, because he never really chased, even when he got the title shot. Yeah, he won King of the Ring, but he was never chasing. Like, okay, he won the tournament, which is great. And then, okay, it's him and Damian Priest. But he never chased Damian. He never like started back at the bottom and worked his way up. Like you didn't have these series, and you know what I mean. Like he didn't chase the title, so
yeah.
to speak. I think that maybe Gunther chasing title, he could reach. that he just doesn't have anymore. So I'm going with Damien.
All right, I am going with Barriqua as well. I think that's what's gonna go down, and just yeah, you got to change things up. This Gunther stuff has been stale, man, and yeah, he's a great wrestler,
Mm-hmm.
but just the Riz is not there. But I don't even think
No, it's
Barriqua
not.
has the Riz. I don't think Damien got it at
Mm.
all. So I think transition champion, uh, you know, and then we'll go somewhere else. I think there'll be some better storyline stuff that we can build up off of.
Let me tell you, the biggest thing that hurt was Gunther losing to Cody
Mm,
at Crown Jewel.
yeah.
I think that just knocked Cody, not Gunther out, but also I think that devalued that world heavyweight title. I think
Mm,
it really made it feel like it's a secondary title when they'd done such a good job establishing, especially with Seth and everything, of
yeah.
making it seem like it was on par with the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Now it really seems like a lower class, second tier title belt
Yep.
because of that. And I think that's why, we even said it. That was a horrible idea for Crown Jewel. I don't think it did that to the women's title because I don't honestly think either anybody, excuse me, I don't think people in mass are feeling either one of those women's champions. So we could care less who won or lost. But with the men's titles, it just seems as though that just not a good look for Gunther in the World Heavyweight Championship. And they need to really find a way to reestablish that to make people care about that championship. Because right now, like I dare say, it's probably more interest in that Intercontinental title, in the Intercontinental title more weight and prestige than the World Heavyweight title. Well, yeah,
Agreed.
also it is. Yeah, in my opinion. In my opinion.
Agreed. I know I'm with you on that. And actually, that reminds me that since the last time we recorded, one of the things I'm really excited about, as everyone knows, as you know, as Sean knows, I'm big on women's wrestling. I'm excited to see and hear that we're getting a women's intercontinental championship.
Yes. Yep.
Very excited about that. What do you think about that additional title, real quick, before we get to the final match? Webster Style, you're
It's about
lagging a little
time.
bit.
It's
There you go.
absolutely
You're
about
back.
time.
About time.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. It's about time, man. It's one of those things. I feel like they should have had women's titles, so we're getting a women's Intercontinental and women's U.S. title. It's well past due, and I think that you can highlight more women in that way. And that's one of the things we talk about as well, that they've been doing a better job of having storylines with the women outside of a title. But one thing we've seen down at NXT, especially having that women's North American title, you've been
Yeah.
able to get a lot more women in the mix, even just surrounding it with a lot of the um rumble matches or elimination matches and stuff they had, even with what the current thing is going on, like they've been able to add more women to the mix and storyline and get them some shine where they have not they can't do that when there's an title present. And I think if done right, then they will be able to get more women the shine with the introduction of the Intercontinental and the US titles to the ladies.
Completely agree. So excited and so thankful that women are getting the shine that they most definitely deserve. So love that for the industry and the amazing women's wrestlers that we have out there. Let's close it out, Webster Style. The men's War Games matchup. OG Bloodline. Roman Reigns, the Usos, Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, Yeet, Sami Zayn, and CM Punk with
It's crazy right there.
Paul Heyman against the new bloodline, Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tamatonga, Tongaloa, and Bronson Reed. Who you got
Oh
for the
man, that's this this
storyline?
this is bananas right here. This is straight
Bananas.
bananas. I don't even know how to call it. There's so many
It's gonna be
things
fun.
that can come out of this. And even I don't know if you've seen some of the analysis videos where Paul Heyman is literally wearing what Solo is wearing with the red and the blazer and the
I
red
saw
handkerchief and
that. I was
everything.
like,
I
what's
was
up with
like,
that?
that's I am hard pressed to call this because I don't think anybody loses by losing this match. That's the thing. I don't
There's
think
so many
anybody
ways it
loses,
could turn,
but
like,
I think
yeah.
I think this is the way I see it. I honestly think that Roman and the crew win because they lost the last match. You get the tag team match that they had. Um, is that right? They lost the tag team match.
I
I
can't
think
remember.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember, but I think Roman and team wins. But there's definitely going to be some shenanigans. I'm not sure how they're going to set up the CM Punk thing because they need to,
Yeah.
but I think it's too soon because there's so many great areas. This is so hard because there's so many directions they can go, and I'm so excited for this. I'm so excited for this. But I think Roman and crew are going to win, or maybe CM Punk's going to turn and Solo and win, and because CM Punk's not a team player.
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
I'm going with Roman, but I just don't know.
Right.
I just don't know, man.
I'm not even gonna call it. I'm not even gonna call it, but I am
Yeah,
gonna ask. So I'm just gonna let it go and let you go with the OG. I don't know where to call it. I know you're kind of befuddled, but my biggest gripe to close this out, that was the last match. Something that we've talked about here on KayFaby quite a bit, especially recently when all of us, myself, you, Sean, Maki, went to an AEW event, and then they had our girl Mercedes Monet. Y'all know I love Mercedes Monet. She was put on the flyers for the event. Look at this graphic behind me, Webster Style. We have Cody and KO, and we all know there's that whole thing going on with them. They're on the poster for this card, but there's no match. They've been talking about them two. We've been seeing the feuding going on, but why is this matchup not on the card?
that's why I thought they had a match.
You know what I'm saying? Let me look one more time. I'm
No,
going
because
off
that's
of
now a
this
main event.
recording from Wiki, and I don't see this matchup. So I'm gonna hit
Yeah,
refresh
that's
real
no.
quick.
They had that set up for it. Yeah,
It's not on the card, brother. So that's just a gripe, y'all. If you're promoting an event, don't put the people that aren't involved in the
yeah,
event on the flyer. Because if I'm
right.
spinning the hard cash,
Yeah,
my
I thought that
young
was weird too.
child wants to come see this event. They see, hell, Dad, Cody's gonna be there. KO's gonna be there, and you don't have him on the card. That's quite disappointing. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I agree. I believe they have this set up for Saturday night's main event on I think it's the 13th of
yeah,
no, that's
that
that'll
is
be
when
the
it's
14th
happening, I
of
believe.
December. I'm like, yeah, like I so it's very weird that because again we talked earlier. I was before I thought about it, I was under the assumption that match was happening in Survivor Series.
So it's kind of
It
like
would make
false
sense.
advertising. Let's not
Yeah,
say it's kind of, it is. You know, all the other people that are having matches, give them the shine, put them on the poster. You know what I'm saying? You could have
yeah,
removed Cody off of
yeah.
there
LA
and
Knight,
KO.
Shinsuke not on air.
Hello.
Yeah,
Come
right.
on now. And even Jade, unfortunately, she shouldn't be on there. You know, everybody else, they got matches, but come on, bruh. Just yeah, that whole
Hmm.
the three on this side need to come off. All the love, we love them, as we all know. Y'all watch the show, but just do better in 2025, y'all. To anybody at WWE, AEW, any promotion out there, don't false advertise. You just wanted to put that out there real quick, because as wrestling fans that are putting our hard money out there to come see these events live and in person, that really pisses me off. So just gotta say that. All right, Webster Style, let's get up out of here. And before your internet drops, I know you're enjoying your holiday weekend with the family. All my love to you. It's Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for you as always, brother. I always appreciate you. Who do you want to send thanks to, and what do you want to tell them what they can catch over at Sartorial and Geek and Webster Style?
Well, in this venue, just thanks everybody who's been supporting and watching, both here and over at Webster Style Magazine, Satori and Geek. It's been a fun ride over the past really 2 years with the whole YouTube thing. So it's really fun. Yeah, still pumping out stuff from Exotica Alley, Lush dropped, Anna Cummings, as well as Apple Red Bottom have all dropped this week with more coming out, and we're going to be rapid fire over the next week or so, priming you for Exotica DC, which my man Kuya P is going to be at. And then we're going to be at PAX Unplugged, myself, Kuya P, and Sean, so you can see all three of us on camera at once in a real place. Um, yeah, we got a lot coming, ladies and gentlemen, so thankful. Y'all
There you
keep watching, so we keep doing.
There you go, my man Webster Style. Appreciate you, brother. As always, you're on the NRW, so you're already seeing a ton of interviews, a ton of review content, a lot of everything. There's a vlog that when as Eldon was saying, Webster Style was saying, when we were at Exotica, New Jersey, we headed over to Kevin Smith's secret stash, Jay and Silent Bob's secret stash. Check out that vlog. I'll have the full Kevin Smith tour experience hopefully posted up this weekend as well from me and Eldon's travels outside of that. Just a lot of content. You're on the NRW, so you already know. So again, we're thankful for y'all for always tuning in, showing us love. Please tell your friends and family while you're out there to subscribe, so that way it can help us build that user base, and that shows the people that we're talking to give us the capability to promote what they've got going on, and that we got that reach. We greatly appreciate that. So let's get up out of here in a 1, 2, 3. My man Webster Style. It's your boy Kuya P. Love to our boy Sean. We're out of here. We'll talk all things wrestling hopefully one more time with the results of this. We're out of here in a 1, 2, 3. The whole lag is crazy. My man Webster Style, your boy Kuya P. Out.
Peace.
You come in my face, I'm gonna fight you.
Well, you're not gonna bust a nut anytime we're in the ring.
I'm gonna get off by cranking your knob just a little beyond the breaking point.
When I get my hands on you, I'm gonna eat your ass like a pot of collard greens, baby.
I'm gonna stretch his ass like it's never been stretched before.
You can hide behind that commissioner stuff just so long until I jerk a knot in your ass.
And if you don't think I'm big enough, and you grab a hold of me, and you'll know that I'm growing, my man. Within your hands, I will get as big as I need to be to do the job on you.
All right, just jerk Helmsley off.
There's one part of our bodies that's soft, and it ain't soft all the time, if you catch my meaning.
I'm gonna come on you like nobody's ever come on you before. Just you and I getting it on like two men should do.
Oh, no, that fits right.
Corey boy, I'm coming hard.